Girls are of a mother's kind, and mothers always work selflessly, sometimes for their parents, sometimes for their husbands, and other times for their children. Mothers never act solely for their own gain. That's why mothers are always special. Today's story beautifully illustrates this truth. It's the story of a 7-year-old girl named Oshin, a tale filled with quiet strength, love, and deep emotion. Hello friends, welcome to Screenville. The story begins in 1907 in a small village in Japan. It is winter, and the scene opens on an extremely poor family: a mother, father, siblings, grandmother, and the protagonist of our story, little Oshin. Oshin is an adorable 7-year-old girl. They all sit together, happily sharing the meager food they have for the day. But Oshin's father is not happy. He looks deeply troubled. Suddenly, he declares, "Oshin, I've decided from now on, you will work. You'll serve as a maid in a wealthy household." But Oshin refuses. She wants to stay with her parents, go to school, and read books. Her mother and grandmother also don't want her to work at such a young age. Yet the family doesn't have enough rice to survive the winter, so her father insists on sending her away in exchange for 2 sacks of rice. When Oshin still refuses, her father loses his temper and tries to hit her. But her mother shields her. The helpless mother and grandmother can do nothing but cry. The next morning, Oshin's mother sits silently by the icy river, lost in sorrow. Oshin calls out to her repeatedly, but she doesn't respond. After some time, the mother faints, and villagers pull her out of the freezing water. The heartbreaking truth is this: unable to bear the thought of bringing another child into such a life of poverty, Oshin's mother had stepped into the freezing river, hoping to lose the unborn baby. The poor mother saw no other way. Witnessing this, little Oshin is heartbroken. She decides she must stand by her family and agrees to work. That night, she wakes up and tells her mother, "I'll go work tomorrow." Her mother refuses, saying she won't send her away. But Oshin is determined. "Mom, all that matters to me is that you live. I'll work, but please never do that again," she says, resting her head on her mother's lap. Her mother then sings her a lullaby, gently lulling her to sleep. Today is the day Oshin has to leave. Before leaving, she makes a little owl out of straw for her brother, something she learned from her grandma. Soon, a few people arrive with sacks of rice. In exchange for that rice, Oshin will have to work. And now, it's time for her to go. Her mother dresses her in a kimono that she stitched herself. Her mother tells her from now on, she'll be on her own. She must take care of herself. But if at any time it feels too hard to bear, she should come back home. Her mother will always be waiting right here for her. Saying this, her mother can no longer hold back her tears. Her grandma puts a coin in her hand and says, "I can't give you more than this." Then she hugs Oshin tightly. Today, this little girl is leaving her home to work. Leaving her parents behind is heartbreaking for Oshin, and it hurts her mother just as much. Even though her father is sending her off to work, watching her leave is too much for him too. He breaks down crying. And so, with a heavy heart, Oshin sets out to begin her new life as a worker. From today, Oshin's working life begins. Early in the morning, she wakes up and draws water from the well. Then she's told to light the cooking fire. She does so and helps with the cooking. Once the food is ready, the staff gathers to eat. Oshin is starving. Seeing such delicious food makes her very happy, but she doesn't know she's not allowed to eat. The lady of the house drags her outside and tells her to leave the room. When Oshin fails to step off the expensive mat properly, she is beaten. Then she is told to clean the entire house. Even with an empty stomach, Oshin does all the work. Later, she is finally told she can eat. Overjoyed, she goes to the kitchen only to find there is no rice left in the bowl. When she tells the lady, she points to the few grains stuck on the edge of the pot and tells her to eat that. Pushing aside her sadness, Oshin eats those scraps with deep satisfaction. Oshin longs to study. One day, while walking with the child of the house, she sees some children reading books. That sight fills her with joy. Absent-mindedly, she starts walking with them towards the school, carrying the child on her back. But soon, the lady calls her back. She returns home and hands the child over to its mother. Her back hurts from carrying the child so long. And then she's told to clean all the child's clothes. When she starts washing them near the well, the lady comes and hits her again for cleaning dirty clothes so close to the well. She is then sent to wash them in a river. On such a freezing day, she has to wash clothes in the icy, bone-chilling water of the river. It's extremely hard, but she has no choice. Every day, she endures this kind of hard labor. That woman of the house has placed such a heavy burden of labor on this little girl. Now Oshin has grown used to the hardship. She even starts finishing all the tasks before being told. Days were passing like this. Then one day, that woman suddenly accuses Oshin of stealing. She claims that a coin has gone missing. Oshin keeps saying again and again that she didn't steal anything, but the woman refuses to listen. Not only does she accuse her of theft, but she even starts checking her by stripping off all her clothes. That's when she finds the coin, the one Oshin's grandmother had given her. Oshin pleads that it wasn't stolen, that she brought it from home. But no one listens. Humiliated and furious, Oshin storms out of the house. Crying, she starts walking aimlessly through the heavy snowfall in the biting cold. Eventually, she collapses unconscious on the snow. That's when a hunter boy finds her in the forest. When Oshin regains consciousness, she sees the boy sitting beside her, playing a harmonica. His name is Sako. Sako gently tells her not to worry, that she will be fine. He offers her some hot soup. Soon, Matsuzo arrives with Sako and explains everything to Oshin. He tells her how Sako found her yesterday, brought her back, and stayed up all night to care for her. Gratefulness fills Oshin's heart. She feels a deep sense of respect and thankfulness towards Sako. Meanwhile, back at the house where Oshin worked, it's revealed that it was actually the woman's own son, who had taken the coin to pay at a shop. Oshin had not stolen anything. Even after finding this out, the woman feels no regret, no remorse for falsely accusing Oshin. The next morning, Matsuzo offers to take Oshin back to her home, but Oshin doesn't want to go. She has nowhere to return to. Matsuzo refuses at first, but then Sako says she can stay. Actually, Sako himself is hiding. He's a deserter from war, and Matsuzo is helping to keep him hidden. Taking care of a child puts them at risk, but Sako cannot turn her away. Oshin thanks him deeply for letting her stay. She tells him how she was falsely accused of theft. That's when Sako asks her, "Do you know what your name means?" Oshin means faith, truth. Your name is beautiful, and just like your name, you must live a beautiful, meaningful life. From then on, Oshin always stayed with Sako. One day, Sako suddenly becomes very ill. Oshin doesn't understand what's wrong. Matsuzo explains, Sako is a former soldier. He went to war, and one of the bullets is still inside his body. Witnessing death all around, Sako was deeply traumatized and ran away from the battlefield. That night, Oshin takes care of him tenderly, pressing cool cloths to his forehead. A deep, affectionate bond grows between Oshin and Sako. One day, she sees Sako reading a book. She tells him how much she wishes to go to school. Moved, Sako starts teaching her. He shows her the alphabet, teaches her to read and write. One day, while reading a war poem together, Oshin asks, "You were shot in the war. You must be proud, right?" Sako gently explains, "To win a war, you must take many lives. War can never be a good path." In this way, Sako helps Oshin understand the deeper truths of life. Now Oshin is very happy living with Sako. She has never felt such joy, living with two strangers who treated her with such warmth. The whole winter passes in this warmth and happiness. But now, it's time for Oshin to return home. She doesn't want to leave. She's truly happy here. Why should she go? But Sako cannot keep her. She has a long life ahead, and she must live it well. He cannot let this little girl's life be wasted away in the mountains. Sako gives her his harmonica and says, "Always keep this with you and live your life well." Then he lifts her onto his back and starts the journey to take her home. As they approach the village and prepare to say goodbye, a group of army men arrive. They immediately recognize Sako as the deserter from the war and try to arrest him, and Oshin as well. But Sako refuses to let Oshin be arrested. He tells her, "Live your life well." Then, as he tries to escape, the soldiers shoot him. And just like that, Sako dies, shot by the very people he once served. With a heart full of sorrow and pain, Oshin returns home. Her mother is overjoyed to see her child after so many days, but her father, upon seeing her, starts hitting her. Because of her theft, the family had been humiliated. They have even returned the sack of rice they were given. Though her mother wants to take her inside, her father doesn't allow her to enter the house. Oshin spends the entire cold night sleeping outside. The next morning, a woman comes to take Oshin's little sister away. She is to be adopted by another family. Oshin refuses to let her sister go, but the woman tries to explain to her gently. Her sister will grow up to be a good person in that family. Here they can't even manage 2 meals a day. Oshin sits outside with a heavy heart. There's nothing she can do. The next day, she sets out again in search of work at a new house. But when she gets there, she learns that they don't need any help. The lady of the house, named Rooney, also tells her that they don't require any workers. Saying this, they go back inside. But Oshin refuses to return home without work. So even as night falls, she stays seated in front of the house. In the middle of the night, the daughter-in-law of the house, Mino, comes out and tells Oshin that perhaps someone gave her the wrong information. No help is needed here. Mino gives her some money and tells her to spend the night at an inn and then return to her village. But Oshin refuses to take the money. She says she won't leave without working. Her family was promised 5 sacks of rice in return for 2 years of work. That rice is desperately needed. Her family is starving. She says she can do all kinds of work and pleads with them to give her a chance. Rooney overhears everything and decides to let Oshin stay in their home. Oshin is overjoyed and thanks them sincerely. The next morning, she wakes up very early and goes to the kitchen to start working. She wants to cook rice, but the housemaid tells her not to do that. Oshin is just a little girl. Still, Oshin cooks the rice by herself. Then she wants to do more. She wants to wash clothes. But again, the maid tells her not to do anything. Though she had done all these tasks in the previous house, here, she isn't required to. And strangely, not being allowed to work makes Oshin feel sad. After that, Oshin starts taking Mino's little son out for walks. One day, she sees a girl her age named Ko. Ko is actually the daughter of this household, Mino's daughter. A maid from the house is accompanying her to school. Oshin asks, "Can't you go to school by yourself?" Ko doesn't like that comment at all. She leaves without saying a word. Later, Oshin notices one of Ko's books left on the table. Oshin loves to read, so she picks up the book and starts reading it. Just then, someone calls her to do chores, so she keeps the book with her and goes to work. When Ko returns from school and can't find the book, she starts asking everyone. Eventually, she sees it with Oshin. Since Oshin took the book without asking, Ko calls her a thief. Mino feels hurt by Oshin's behavior. Ko's father tells his wife that a thief shouldn't be kept in their house. Oshin steps in and says she didn't steal the book. She just wanted to read it. But no one can believe that a maid like Oshin can actually read. So Rooney tells her to read the book aloud. Oshin begins reading it beautifully, and everyone is shocked to hear how clearly and fluently she reads. Then Rooney tells her, "Oshin, people already assume that maids are guilty by nature, so from now on, be very careful with such things." Oshin has now become close with everyone in the house. They don't make her do much work, and they give her plenty of food. She's doing well here. One day, she is playing the harmonica that Sako gave her. Ko sees it, takes it from her, and starts playing it. Then she says, "I'm taking this. My mother will pay you for it." But Oshin refuses to give it away. "Even if you brought me all the money in the world, I wouldn't sell this. It's a gift from Sako. It's the last memory I have of him." Ko becomes angry, pushes Oshin, and tries to break the harmonica by kicking it. In a panic, Oshin shoves her away and picks up the harmonica. But Ko falls down and loses consciousness. Now Oshin is in serious trouble. Ko's father finds out. Not only has Oshin pushed his daughter and knocked her unconscious, but she also once ran away from her previous home and was seen with a man who was a deserter, someone considered a traitor. He tells his mother that Oshin must be thrown out of the house. Oshin says, "Yes, I made a mistake. I pushed Ko, but please don't insult Sako. He was a kind man. He gave me shelter and taught me how to read. He fled from war because war takes lives and forces people to kill others. War is not the answer." Rooney tells Oshin, "Ko will recover, but because such a serious problem happened, no one will be able to maintain a good relationship with you. You can't stay in the same house anymore." So Rooney decides to arrange for Oshin to work for another family. On the other side, Ko regains consciousness. The housemaid gives her a little owl made of grass, something Oshin had made for her. She hears that Oshin is leaving the house. Upon hearing this, Ko runs to her grandma, Rumi, and pleads that it's not Oshin's fault. She admits that she had forced Oshin to buy her a harmonica. While everyone feared Ko, Oshin didn't. She stood up to her. Even the fight they had was just a childish game. Oshin is a very good girl, and she shouldn't be sent away from the house. Ko begs her grandmother to let Oshin stay. Grandma is touched by Ko's words. She decides that Oshin will stay in the house. From that moment on, Oshin begins living there again. Ko becomes her close friend. They even take Oshin with them to pray at the temple. Oshin is truly happy now. But then, one day, she suddenly sees her mother. Her mother has come to the area to earn some money by keeping drunk men company. Seeing her mother like this shocks Oshin. Her mother, too, is deeply embarrassed upon seeing her. That night, they quietly meet each other. Oshin's mother tells her she came here for work and her contract will end when the season changes. She will then return home. Oshin says nothing. She simply hugs her mother and cries. Knowing that her mother has to do such work deeply hurts Oshin. She cries bitterly. Rumi sees this and understands the truth about Oshin's mother. Still, she says nothing. Instead, she comforts Oshin, telling her, "This is the greatness of women. They never work for their own interests. They work for their parents, their husbands, and their children. They don't have the luxury to think of themselves. Your mother is doing this for the family. Even if this work brings her pain, she endures it. Never blame her. Never hate her. Love your mother with all your heart." Oshin breaks down in tears. Spring quietly arrives. Oshin's mother has returned home. One day, while working, Mino brings news that Oshin's grandmother is very ill, and she needs to return home immediately. But Oshin refuses to leave before finishing her share of the work. She keeps working. The other housemaids beg her to stop and leave right away. Maybe then she can still see her grandmother alive. Still, Oshin continues to work. Meanwhile, her grandmother lies on her deathbed. Though she can't see her beloved granddaughter one last time, she eats the rice Oshin had earned and sent with great satisfaction. Just then, seeing Oshin still working, Keo approaches and gives her one of her own kimonos. She tells Oshin to wear it and go to her grandmother right now. Oshin doesn't wait anymore. She rushes off toward her village, determined to see her grandmother one last time. She struggles through the journey, and when she finally reaches home, she realizes she is too late. Her grandmother is no more. She has passed away. Crying, Oshin repeatedly asks for forgiveness from her grandmother. She couldn't come to her one last time. That regret makes her pain even deeper, and with that sorrow in her heart, she falls asleep. The next morning, she wakes up and sees her mother still working. Sitting beside her grandmother's photo, her mother hands her the money, the same money her grandmother had given her, which the family had once taken from her, falsely accusing her of theft. Now they've returned it. This money becomes the last memory Oshin has of her grandmother. She watches her mother tirelessly doing all the household chores. The pain she felt seeing her mother work that humiliating job seems to fade away. Rumi's words echo in her mind. Mothers don't live for themselves. They live for their family. Oshin goes up to her mother and says, "Mom, you're always working. You never rest." Her mother replies, "That's a mother's job." Oshin, with a soft smile, says, "Mom, I'm truly happy I was born as your daughter." Her mother replies, "From now on, you'll stay with us. We've struggled so much for the family. No more struggling now." But Oshin says, "No, Mom, this isn't a struggle. I can now take care of everything. Even if I'm alone, I can take care of myself." Her mother is filled with joy seeing how responsible Oshin has become. They embrace each other, feeling a peaceful love that's grown even deeper between them. Now Oshin has found her own path in life. The once vibrant 7-year-old girl has grown into someone responsible and mature. She steps forward again toward work and toward fulfilling her dream of studying, to stand beside her family, and that's where the story ends. This story teaches us so much, but today, I won't say anything. You will tell me in the comments, what is one thing this story taught you? If the story moved you even a little, give it a like. And if you're new here, subscribe and hit the bell icon, so we can meet again in the next story. Until then, take care and stay kind.